out. They've cleared yellow. Weird timing on this. Roland with a very large leap, but it will bait. They shouldn't expect this boost.
Yeah, this could catch them off guard. Now the stack nades are out, and there's the first connection. Snappy brought low. It's on Pius. Actually draws first blood for Ence. Head trick keeps it level. Takes down the Spaniard. And Rez, who just heard his name, now he puts it in the feed. Takes down Madden. Needs more. Nerds cut down to size. Nice from Config as the advantage extended. A 4 versus 2. Make it 1 as Head trick posts his second. And just like that, swept under the rug is Ence, and the boost starting, but it's Config to finish.
That's going to feel really nice right there. It was
To play. Madden delivers, does tame the spray, can't build upon a second. It's Alexi B to keep it level.
Look at Snappy's push though, undetected so far. They have to know it's possible.
Massive gap, massive gap, and it gets bigger. Snappy, some IGL on IGL action. Takes down the Finn, and now on the walk is Head trick. That AWP gets nothing done as it's actually Sun Pius who cuts it out of the round with the AK. Ooh, lovely work. Config just with a reaction shot onto Snappy, and a second would have perhaps made a bit of a conversation to be had, but instead it's Rez detached.
You don't have everything, down pat on how you want to approach the game, but you. Here he comes again. Aggressive once more. Another opener towards A. 2 from 2.
Killing it. Quite literally, Roland got gone.
Alexi, both times, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's overstaying though. This is a lot from Alexi. Yeah, it's cost him his life. Snappy, happy to deliver another extension of their lead. That's a 2-man advantage that should translate into a second for Ence here on this attack.
Not should now. Nerds catching Rez. That has to be the rounds here. Have to say, if Config and Head trick have no business in this, the next conversation becomes, do they want to hunt these rifles? Because Nerds already, you can see where he's getting off to.
Should be, yeah.
Starting to cut them off at the pass here, so making sure that they shouldn't be able to save over towards B. Ence have the intention to try and take these rifles away, or maybe hold up a second. They could just be sending him in for info, right? Making sure they're not going into the last two players on the A side, and now that's confirmed. Let's get down. Got all the kills there. That could have worked.
It would have been nice.
That's a nice way to win a round.
Certainly.
Just kill everybody.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting to see Head trick try and hold on to this. He's expecting a hunt. Looking to adopt the element of surprise. Navi will not have his crosshair here. And a quick one from Brolan. Does deliver, and a second as well for good measure. Some redemption already for the Swede. Madden made a loud step on his pursuit of this one. Caught down, sprayed down, wallbang from Alexi. NiP still 5 alive. That is a dream for this defense. We'll actually add a config to his name to the pile as well as he posts his 5th.
Ence didn't make their life any easier there. Like the boost, I think some players wanted to be able to peek out a little bit further. They also flubbed the smoke. I'm not sure if they were trying to throw a ramp lurk smoke or throw the one that goes under the ramp. There's a couple of variations that you can throw to try and take that space back. And then towards the tail end there, at that point when they had flustered that, you can see they were just trying to go right, not far away.
And now we're looking for the good nights as they try and get this bomb down. Good positioning and spray, but yeah, betrays Alexi. Diha returns fire to the tracers, and everyone's a bit loud. But bomb goes down, and advantage Ence, looking for their 4th.
I feel you have to save if you're NiP here. It's still early on in the half to go for a round like this number disadvantage. Yeah.
Roland, a lot on his plate. He goes so wide on that. Snappy walks into Head trick, perhaps a little bit of a bait and switch as the AWP in a prime position to do damage. He's trying to give him that smoker so as to have something for a potential extinguish. And here comes Nerds this time out mid. Nancy Madden's caught Head trick that short push. So this is the standoff right now. Nerds trying to catch that perfect window as he
might get it.
Oh, config with that AK. Flattens Nerds' advantage for the CTs, only for a moment. Madden's fragging up again. Up and over the smoke, looking for more bloodshed. Clear out short, keeping Diha safe, and bomb will go down. Last few flashes raining in. Give this one a look in?
Well, this is the thing. It's 3-on-3, so they probably will. But as soon as one kill comes in against them, they'll probably be done.
Okay, good flash. It wards off some Pies. They get info on the AWP. It's Diha sandbags. Rez responsible for short. And that's a big headshot. Alexi finds it too. Diha, can you come up clutch? 1, 2, teaching us how to count and clutch. Diha has done it. A 1 versus 3. And it's with style.
Coming out on top of it more often than not. There's the smoke under the boards. Now, this is a great counter to the... That's perfect. It's perfect. It's a great counter to that hamper smoke for exactly that reason. And the other reason is you can play behind it and use it as a one-way, because if people come on the upper deck or try and go for the ramp pick, you can use the tippy top of the smoke to give yourself a slight advantage. So this is the next evolution, right? We realized the NaVi smoke was so strong, and what the counter became to that was the hampers, because it completely negates it. You're playing in two smokes, essentially.
Right.
So then it's like, well, we'll stop throwing the NaVi. Then there was the mid-ramp smoke. You know, it would be really nice to get this tracked by the pros, because they're the ones who see this more in real time.
Yeah, like the history of the nade.
Same with banana control.
Yeah, banana
Imagine,
control.
right? Just get like I guess someone from Astralis would be perfect.
Yeah.
Sit down and like just...
Who did the history of the window smoke? Was that Mahone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get him. Hey, Mahone.
Yeah, we'll get him on the job. Get him on the
He's
old
not doing enough, is he?
dog and bone. Okay, Alexi. There's a lot ahead of him. And he's got caught out, spotted out, 93 damage inflicted. The nade will tickle him down to his demise. This is a flawless one from Ence. 5 alive, trying to hit something through the smokes, and Pius cut down to size a little by config.
They're looking very composed right now, aren't they, Ence? Right? It doesn't feel like there's too many other than... Nope, oh no, it's maybe both here. There's one. Is he done? Jarring on these lower buys, the MP9 round, where the pistols are at. It's a little bit more in their
Rifle.
face. Yeah.
Yeah, config, he's been set up for success on this one. How aware is Diha of that boost angle? Not ready for it. Perfect find. Good conversion, but short presence and pressure is coming. Madden to pincer in. He knows there's a gap. They know they're in transition. Smoke onto the right side, but there's a lot of bodies here. There is no rush here necessarily. But there does seem to be some pep in Madden's step. But config has done it again. A great catch as Alexi B racks up another head, and only Snappy to try and redeem themselves. Ence up against just a single rifle, but in the Berserker's hands, it's config with 2 high-impact rounds to try and give NiP a little bit of life on this defense. Rez to lock the door behind him. Oops, that might have been heard. Umpires tapping heads, but they're trying to bait the switch. Right, exactly. It's config allowed and set up head trick perfectly. The sacrificial lamb for config's triple. And that will be only 3. Kept to limit by Snappy.
Wait, can
considering even more now. Scooping up as a bit of util. The second Molotov will facilitate a plant. Rez is already wrapped around. He's lost it now. He's lost his chance. Oh, how do you? Yeah, Rez. Good close and a big round from Ninjas in Pajamas. I mean...
Oh, actually a bit more B presence, huh?
Yeah, we got to see at least a bit of the map.
Another Madden onto Brolin head-to-head.
How many is that now? 4, I reckon?
At least 3.
Okay. Keep tabs.
And track.
One, and keep track.
And he might get a few more here, Matt.
Oh, he shouldn't, but he does. Alexi B down. Head trick, head on a swivel. He's got 2 to worry about. They're jiggling, they're baiting, they're flashing. He should be dead. The Ukrainian lives on. The smoke has kept him covered, but 3 versus 3. And yes, indeed, Chad, we get to see the full B bomb site. Rez to defend it with a very sexy skin. That is the M4 Knight in full display. Can he be heroic himself? Does deliver onto St. Pius. Establishing a boost to try and deny that plant. It's been heard. It's awkward now. Man advantage for the CTs, but they're so low it could go wrong, and has. Nerds 1. Rez shuts him down. Can Snappy come up clutch? It looks good. Onto head trick. Rez with lead 4, and Snappy denies. Puts Ence onto 8.
The plushie's cute.
Ooh, wait. That's not a replay. That's the same round.
Yeah.
The same frag. Diha down.
And he ran through a molly there as well.
But the audacity for Rez to go straight back to that ang. And it pays off. This is going to be a pretty solid half, albeit with the caveats we've already outlined. But 7, and not to be snubbed at. This is a competitive game from NiP, especially if they can wrap up with that second pistol round. Of course, conversation when we get
They're going to explode, I think, Alex. It looks
upon the
likely,
fade?
but no, maybe just.
Oh, they're going through. Rez tested, and again he's passing. A double kill. It could be more. He needs to reposition. He needs to reload. Knife out, gets away. Head trick in support now. He just looked away. Oh, he looks like a Muppet now. Madden slaps him down, and more to be found. Into the site. Madden Got a glimmer in his eye as he looks to try and find 9.
They've been given a breath here. Nerds went down the flank. It didn't continue. They've rerouted.
This could get awkward. I love the angle. They've got nades for days. Madden uses his very well. On to Rez to finish. Can Pius handle this? Surely they overwhelm him. Only one. Found a second, too much to ask as it's config to close and recover. As a 2v4 did look competitive to wrap up the half. A 7th secured and Rez to thank as we wrap up the half, and a competitive one at that. That's real.
Look away.
Sweet Jesus, let's focus on what we can. Control, right? Serenity now, says Nerds, as he's got himself a lot of smokes to obscure his view. He's actually using them to hide within, wait for his teammates, and now push together off the flash, but config ready. Still allowed to reposition.
Oh, and Snappy's falling off the map.
He's absolutely launched himself to an early grave. And Ence now really hoping Madden can hit some shots because, well, no, he's gone. Nerds has not got the health for this. And NiP are going to leave with both pistols, Chad. Like, that could add up to 6 of the required 16. Just like that.
And that could be enough to get it done, right? I spoke about, we're talking about in the desk, in the post-mortem, if you win both pistols and still lose the game. Well, if you win both pistols and you win the game.
Smokes, but I don't see a single flashbang left for NiP. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them on the way into B.
Good space,
this is huge. This is promising. Still, as we said, no flashes. Where are they? Well, how does he get in? Snappy onto Brolin.
Oh.
And that's one way to do it. Diha, flattened, config, equipped with that one-shot headshot and making good use of it as the smoke comes through. That's a great set of util.
Hard retake now.
Yeah, they've done a very good job of getting to this point. Nerds, actually, by crouching, didn't catch the cross of Alexi. A crossfire set up and established by Rez and config. NiP in pursuit of double digits.
This is a big round.
And it's coming their way. Pius, however, on the way back in. Config down. Rez first contact, supported by Head Trick. Has that AWP. Flash and smokes are in. Big from Rez. Madden claws it back. Time sensitive. Pius, another on the orb. Alexi can't stop him, can't disrupt him. Madden confusing. And Ence, the first to find 10. NiP in shambles.
Now that is a very hard retake on that side there, but well handled.
Go and walk about. You can see his flight path with potential cross-set placement and re-smoke provided as they actually erect a boost silently. Who's that? Yeah, Nerds, I was going to say could be caught off, but no, straight through the boards and an opening frag continues to cause a ruckus. Wait, where did all 3 of them just took contact at the same time elsewhere and every single one of those ninjas died? No successes.
No, nothing worked right there. Can't find any space whatsoever. And there was a massive gap left open in middle by Ence. They were playing too strong towards B, 3 over towards A. Well, Alexi thought he spotted something, but baited in. Nerds still up close and personal. Will grab another, and it puts config in a position where he needs to 1-on-5 if they want to stay alive in round 21 or 12, which will become a 3-round lead for Ence, not too far away. And there it is. Nerds is starting to feel himself a little bit more in this second half, climbing up that scoreboard. 13 kills in total right now. Oh dear.
2-1, excuse me, 2-on-2.
And aggressive on B while they're more passive on A here. So they're allowing, nice load of sandbag here.
Yeah, forced him out, but it's actually led him straight out.
He got there real quick, didn't he?
Madden's reaction, like, yeah, you know, some people kind of take their time to make sure you're not going to slip off that pixel.
And they re-aggress again, just ready to play off of each other. This has looked really good. The wombo combo, the teamwork that Ence have displayed, some individuals hitting some big shots, sure, but the flashes, the peaks, right, the way they're setting themselves and each other up, this is a really nice CT half so far.
Convincing.
Yeah, and with a 2-man advantage, it should be 14.
Trick trying to be a difference maker. I had to say his name. Well played from Snappy. Okay, onto Head Trick as well. Clean as you like. A 1 versus 5 for Rez. Doesn't get too much to ask. That is 6 rounds in a row. Off to a flyer. Our Ence. Interested. Very interested to see how that goes. Fluxo. Your boy Phelps. Anko. Snappy sprayed down towards the tarpaulin. He's chipped away at Brolin's health. And
they're going to push.
They are. He's going for more. Again with this setup. Brutality. He gets away as well.
They might fight again. Yeah, they'll continue. They'll clear this out. Why not?
Oh, a nice one from Head Trick. Alexi under the smoke. This is going to be a one-way. Should be a free frag. No, it spots that config. A nice response. The Dane delivers.
It's weird that it's Nerds there, so they have to know that there's some hijinks going on in this round here, NiP.
Sunpies is here, scoped up, and I don't know if it's been heard. He's kept it long enough that Madden can perhaps leave him to it.
Dia's gambling here as well. So really feeling like this will be the A finish as NiP comb back now towards the forklift room, looking for a new avenue of assault. And Diha, again, finding himself in this awkward position where he has to worry about any players that could have slinked in towards B during this. He's going to hunker down and focus on middle. Now the bomb, fortunately, not on head trick. It's on Alexi. If it was on head trick and he was planning, Diha had a HE to deny that.
This is where you've previously pointed a lot of credit to Diha, because playing this position while also simultaneously being responsible for B, like
the conversation is B's open.
Yeah, it's his judgment though. When does he consider that he might want to take a glance? Does he let them plant and wait for the full retake?
Boost. Yeah, now he'll consider it.
Right.
Oh, and they flubbed that too.
There's a nice warning for him. Actually gets his HE out just in time. Alexi B, just a tiny light scab on his knee. Oof, and head trick again. There's a lot of impact from the Ukrainian on this one. 2 on the Galil.
Enough. That might just be enough.
They've got so much cash. Why wouldn't they give it a look? Give it a go. Oh dear! Madden snaps straight into 2, breaks their backs, and now all onto Config. Has he got it in him? Up against Sunpius, opts for the rifle, catching him on the reload. Warning shot fired, dancing, good placement of the crosshair. Config, big round. Can he close it? Low on health and low on hope. It's 15 thanks to Sunpius.
Oh, and you can just see Config there just cursing out the world. Sunpius, I didn't realize he was a god with the flashes as well. I know you shouldn't look at the sun. I didn't know his flashbangs were. That one came on in, sets Madden up for the double, and then they come in and scoop up that one-on-one.
Okay, that comes too easy. Sunpius straight to the head. Rez responds. Good angle for it. That was brave and
a lot of info.
brazen. Rez with a double. And the lot spotted. Full rotation away. And yeah, it looks like Rez is having a round here, folks. A triple from the Swede, finally put to rest, but the damage is done. No more from Nerds. How has he gotten away with that? 13 points of health, and he has supported Diha. This is going to be a tilter if they really end it here. Only Config. On to Nerds, sure, but no, looking for more. It's Diha to close. And it's all done now, 16-9. And a GG indeed. Not going to be feeling great for Alexi and co.
Oh, what a performance on that T side. I have to, again, the man in the middle of the screen putting his shoes back on, given how the fist bumps at the same time. Madden, his head-to-head with Brolin over towards A, especially on the gun rounds. The amount of times he either entry on him or picked him over towards that A ramp, it was influential in that first half. And we've spoken about it throughout. It was the pistol rounds were the best thing of those 9 total, right? You get the 2 pistol rounds. I said 5 were from the conversions, so 5 of their 9 came from the pistols. You guys don't need to be any rocket scientists to do the maths right there. We're talking 4 more rounds, and some of those even came with lighter purchases or saved guns. So gun rounds all in the favor here of Ence. A fantastic performance from them. It looked very cohesive, well put together. All the team play, the flashes for one another. It looked great. And NiP are going to be frustrated with this, but they're not in the 0-2 column. They're in the 1-1 column. It could be much, much worse, right? This loss, it doesn't feel good, but it could definitely be much, much worse.
Yeah, there's no denying that this could be worse for NiP. And don't forget, like, their win, it was against no slouch, against Mouse.
Yeah.
Like, you know, convincing, a 16-9. You kept them under 10.
But look at the morale in the camp right here as we have the cameras on them as they're packing up, right? You've kind of been blown out. So there's not a huge amount to talk about, like, oh yeah, we were unlucky on this round. You're essentially schooled. Yeah. It's not great to see them looking so bleak, but as competitors know out there, nothing worse than a loss.